When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
Hi, I'm Dreyer. Today we sail for the southern oceans. Join us for a wildlife adventure right now on Earth Odyssey. On today's show, a spectacular underwater migration brings out two very different kinds of predators. And only in Australia will you see beachgoers like this. Plus, one very tiny dancer in what could be the performance of a lifetime. And the tiniest penguins brave the waves to come home to roost. All this and much more just ahead on Earth Odyssey. The dazzling blue of Australia's coastline is home to abundant marine life. But underneath the peaceful waters, the serious business of predator and prey involves daily danger. Some animals succeed through speed and size, while others seek safety in numbers. In our first story, one clever operator opts to use both brains and brawn while on the hunt. These wild coasts are vibrant habitats to Australia's extraordinary creatures. From ocean icons and the unexpected to the mesmerizing, this is southwestern Australia. At the tip of this immense continent, headlands frame pristine bays that play host to an enormous annual migration. Hundreds of thousands of Australian salmon have traveled more than 2,000 miles from southeastern Australia. Despite their name, they are part of the ray-finned fish family and not related to salmon or trout. And at more than 27 inches long, they have reached adulthood. Their migration is synced with the peak of an eastward flowing current. The current triggers the huge schools to spawn. As the eggs are released, the current will carry the next generation to protected coastal nurseries in the east. It's an annual event to extend the fish's bloodlines. And a potential feast for others. Gray nurse and copper sharks more than 10 feet long. They are heading straight for the migrators. But the Australian salmon are no easy targets, even for sharks. When one fish senses its neighbor getting too close, it speeds up, the whole school moving as one. But in these waters, there's another species that hunts these fish, and they work as a team. With larger brains than humans, these dolphins stay in constant communication. Drivers split from the main pod, herding the fish towards the beach. In the shallows, the school becomes splintered. Utilizing echolocation and exceptional eyesight, the dolphins hit the panicking fish, and stragglers are picked off. They may not all survive, but for the Australian salmon, their ultimate goal has been achieved. Their eggs are already drifting towards their nursing grounds. Coming up, wild wallabies get into a beachcombing battle, but is it all just for show? And a minuscule spider shows off some major talent. Plus, these navy blue birds show their true colors. There's much more still ahead when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Australia boasts more than 20,000 miles of shoreline. From the remote marine wilderness of the north and western regions to the tropical wonders of the Great Barrier Reef to the east. Warm waters and strong currents create a realm of sanctuary and bounty where the strange and wonderful thrive, both on land and at sea. In the northeast, Queensland's coast covers more than 8,000 miles. Its marine ecosystems are among the most species-rich in Australia. Where the lush land meets the beautiful coral sea, one habitat takes root on the intertidal zone. Mangroves. These trees evolved to grow in salty conditions. Their entire reproduction is adapted to a semi-aquatic lifestyle. To disperse, they simply drop. Perfectly buoyant, they will spend up to a month at sea, drifting more than 100 miles. An unlikely beachgoer, eastern gray kangaroos have learned to benefit from the bounty offered by the sea. The mangrove pod bounty has made this a popular marsupial spot. A smaller relative of the eastern kangaroo joins the beachcombers. The agile wallaby. While both species feed on the same coastal vegetation, there is little interspecies conflict. But the wallabies breed year-round, meaning there's always someone ready to show off. It's a battle of strength. Forelimbs to grapple and scratch. Powerful kicks. The signature move. But the wallabies are pulling their punches. With no defined mating season, there's no need to go all out. Nocturnal by nature, the wallaby mob retreats to the forest as the sun rises. The kangaroos take a different approach to cooling down. Breakfast over. Not all mangrove pods have been consumed. Up and down the coast, they begin to take root, keeping the valuable habitats alive. Coming up, this peacock spider's colors are on full display. And a voice only a penguin could love. Don't go away. Earth Odyssey will be right back.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Even in the animal kingdom, appearances aren't everything. However, they can play a key role when it comes time to find a partner. This might mean a vibrant display using feathers or horns, while for others, it's more of a dance routine. Big or small, some species take their looks very seriously when it comes to attracting a mate. On the Australian coast, one animal has spent the night hiding in the sand inside a bubble woven of silk. The coastal peacock spider is a species of beach lovers surviving on the dunes. This male is only the size of a grain of rice. To get around, he's evolved an efficient form of locomotion. With each leap, he can move an astounding 40 times his body length. Before each jump, he anchors a safety line of silk in case he falls. But this one isn't his. He's not the only spider on the dunes. A female. Mating is the arachnid's ultimate goal. But female peacock spiders are cannibalistic. Rather than run, he's ready to perform the courtship dance. Talk about pressure. Peacock spider eyes can perceive the entire color spectrum, so he utilizes an optical illusion. The dark spots on his abdomen are super black. One of the most light-absorbent materials in nature. Perfect for making bright colors pop. Not just a dancer, he's on percussions as well. His abdomen makes subtle vibrations, which the female detects with sensory organs in her legs. He's within her striking distance. It's the moment of truth. Denied. But he's done enough to avoid becoming dinner. No one knows exactly what the perfect peacock spider dance routine is. But Australia is the only place on Earth where these vibrant performances are staged. Coming up, these small but mighty sailors are taking a big risk coming ashore when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
In southern Australia, the Great Southern Reef stretches for around 5,000 miles along the coast. Within its waters rests Phillip Island. Made up of interconnecting kelp forests, the surrounding ocean teems with marine life. But every night, an unlikely Australian species exits the aquatic realm. Little penguins. They are true seafarers. The majority of their life is spent in the ocean, but they're coming ashore on an important mission: to feed their chicks. Little penguins are just 12 inches tall and weigh under 3.5 pounds. Forming mini rafts of penguins just offshore, they wait for numbers to muster enough courage. False starts are a standard. They're right to be cautious. On land, they are at their most exposed. Little penguin coloring is made for the sea. Their dark navy blue feathers match the ocean. And their white bellies blend with the sky, providing camouflage from predators both above and below. But on land, it's not much help. It's now or never. Sea eagles patrol the coast when the sun rises, and the penguins have an important delivery to make on land. It's time to run or waddle. No one wants to get left behind. Their burrows are dotted amongst the dunes beyond the beach. He recognizes the distinctive call of his offspring, the sole reason for his daring dash. Male and female penguin parents spend around 60 days feeding their young, 24/7, before their chicks are strong enough to follow them into the ocean for an adventurous life at sea. Thank you for joining us on our expedition into the wild. Each of these remarkable animals has their own story to tell as they show us their version of what it means to thrive. I'm Dreyer. We hope you'll come along for the next amazing adventure here on Earth Odyssey.